So the most difficult state to ever attain in life is self-control. Many times in the past, we have made different resolutions, new resolutions, and we're not able to reach these resolutions because we lack self-control. So even in 2019, we may have made resolutions before we got there. God forbid, 2019 was awful, though it may be nice for some people, but I'm sure it was rough for a lot more people. I must confess that that year actually issued me the worst financial crisis ever in my life. Everything came crashing on me as though the world was coming to an end. However, we are in 2020. We made it to 2020. So 3 boza for us. Boza, boza, boza. I just would want to use this interjection to say thank you to people like Timaya. Your inspiration was just spot on when you sang "This Life I Can't Kill Myself." Oh, a lot of people would have been saved by that singular song. Timaya, that shows that you are concerned about the predicaments of other individuals. Well, it's 2020 and we must have made new resolutions, but are we going to fail again? No, we are not going to fail. This time around, I just would want everybody to please follow this singular coinage that we know, this simple coinage that we know, self-control. Self-control is actually the tool of implementation of any resolution that you ever make. If you don't have self-control, then you are not going there. How do we achieve these particular resolutions? How do we make sure that we control ourselves? Pick up a paper. Write down your do's and don'ts. Everything that you don't want to do again in 2020, write it down. Everything you want to be doing, write it down. Write the pattern, the process through which you want to get there, because it's going to take you time. It takes you about 3 to 4 months for you to change the system that your body is already programmed to. So write these things down, place them on the wall so that whenever you forget, it will remind you. Your body will always unconsciously play with what it knows. But when you write these things down, it awakens your consciousness. Self-control is a physical manifestation of the consciousness that you have been looking for, so that you are always able to arrest your unconsciousness that is pushing you to do something wrong. So whenever you wake up in the morning to go and smoke, your consciousness says you would not smoke. That is self-control. When you pick up a phone to call that particular person you don't want to call again, self-control says you are not calling him or her again. When you want to throw away your money on something that doesn't make sense to you, self-control says, no, you're not going there anymore. So when you fail, what you put on the wall will remind you. You just have to practice it. 3 to 4, 5 months, I'm sure you will just become the best person that you ever want to be in your life. And remember, every success comes from a process. And if you follow the process, there is nothing that will stop you from succeeding in achieving the things that you have been able to put up in your mind to achieve in 2020. I want to wish you good luck in 2020. And I just want to say, patiently work on your self-control. He who has got patience has mastered everything. Shalom.